my name is Noor, and I'm a junior developer at Hero Technical Solutions. In this video, we will look into how to send a Zoho form to a client with pre-filled fields. Now, the reason why we would do this in some scenarios is to eliminate the need for the client to refill some information and update existing information in the system if needed, while seeing their previous information on the form. In our business case, this is a real estate company that gathers their pre-qualified leads using a Zoho form embedded in their website, which is the property inquiry field. It gathers basic information such as their name, phone, email, budget, the listing number of the ad that they saw, and whether they are buying or renting. For extra qualification and more information on the client's interest, an agent would send a buyer's preference form to the customer by sending an email that contains a link to this form, and that link's URL contains the pre-filled information using aliases and Zoho forms. In this video, we will be showing how to send the form to the client, create the form's URL, create the aliases, and how the form will look like to the client. First, I'd like to start with how to create the aliases for the form's URL. We start by going to the form settings. Under prefill, there's field alias, prefill URL. And the way this works is that you would be adding keys to the URL, for example, name, and then you would put an equals, and then you'd put the value for that name. And it would change depending on the lead this form will be sent to. So we'll click on Configure Now and start creating the keys in which field they will be filling out. In this form, we would like to be filling out the first name, last name, email, phone, and whether they're buying or renting. The extra information that will be gathered is what areas the customer is interested in and must have features in what they're buying or renting, the house, when they would move in, preferred contact method, and any extra notes they have. Here we'll be choosing the fields. We'll start with first name, and the key for first name will be first name without any spaces, and second word will be capitalized. And that's the pattern we'll be following. Once you're done, you can click on Save. And now we'll go ahead to create an email template that'll be used to put the form URL in, and that'll be used to send to the leads each time a client would like to send the buyer preferences form. Go to CRM, Setup, search for template, click on Email Templates, click on New Template, and which module you'd like to create the template for. In our scenario, it would be leads. You could choose some pre-built templates if you'd like, or just blank. Here, writing a short message before filling out the form. Two other things required is filling out a name for the template, which will be shown in CRM, and the subject, which will be shown to the client as the email subject. Then we will be putting the form URL in a button, so whenever the client clicks on the button, it would open that form. But first, we need to build out the form URL with the aliases, and the way of doing that is you first go back to Forms, Share, copy the URL of the form, go back to the email template, and fill it out here in the template, then you would cut and paste it into the button URL. And the way of structuring the URL with the aliases is you would first put a question mark, and then you would put the key equals where to take the value, and then the and sign, second key equals second value, and so on. We'll start with first name equals, and the way to get the value, which will be different for each lead, is to use a merge field. And the value of a merge field will be different based on the lead that this form will be sent to. And the way merge fields work is that it will grab the values from the fields of the lead record we're sending this email to. You would find the fields that you could choose from after putting a pound or hashtag symbol. It would show you the fields. In our case, we need the first name. So that is the first key and value. We'll go to the second, and then last name equals the last name, and so on for every key and value. Email, phone, and buyer type. Then we will just cut this out of the template, add a button, clicking on button over here and dragging whichever button you want, adding a name to the button, and pasting the URL. Then click on save and just save the email template. Add it to which folder you'd like. Now that we've created the email template, we can test sending it to a lead by sending it to the lead record that I've created in a previous video and just changing the email of that lead to my email to be able to view the form that I've sent with pre-filled values. Go to modules, leads, the lead you'd want to send to, be changing the email, then I'll be sending the email using the send email button up here and inserting the template from here. This is the template I just created. Then just send. Then it'll grab all the pre-filled fields from this record, the email, phone number, first name and last name, and then the buyer type. So I'll pull out the email real quick. Here's the email, and this button will lead us to the form. And as you see, here's all the pre-filled data. Let's fill out this form and update the existing information in the lead record. We'll change the buyer type to a renter. Fill out an area of interest, must-have features, when will you move in, preferred contact method, and any notes. Then we could submit and check out the updated information in CRM. There's all the preferences information, and the buyer type has been updated to renter. And that is all on how to use aliases in Zoho Form. Thank you so much for watching.